For years, Nokia dominated mobile phones. Then smartphones arrived. Nokia had the talent, the scale, the distribution. Still, they hesitated. They treated smartphones like a side market. The market treated them like the future, and the company that led the industry lost it completely. The failure was perceptual. Nokia judged the future using the logic of the past. Early smartphones looked expensive and limited, so the threat felt distant. Success distorted urgency. When the current system keeps producing profit, disruption feels optional. That is the trap. Stable systems teach people to underestimate change. This is where most people freeze. But at Solvers Studio, we go to our toolkit, the Solvers 6. The tool for this problem is reframing. Reframing changes the meaning of what you are seeing. Nokia framed smartphones as accessories. Reframing would have revealed them as replacements. That single shift changes strategy completely. Perception is leverage. If the frame is wrong, every decision built on it becomes unstable. First, redefine the unit of competition. Nokia believed the competition was hardware. It was not. The market had already shifted toward operating systems, ecosystems, and platforms. The phone became an entry point into a larger environment. Reframing begins with one question: what is the current frame hiding? Usually, it is protecting the old model. Next, invert the risk calculation. Most organizations measure the cost of change. Nokia focused on rebuilding platforms, restructuring teams, and disrupting current revenue. Reframing asks the opposite question: what is the cost of staying still? For Nokia, it was market collapse. Once this inversion happens, the stable position stops looking safe. It starts looking temporary. Finally, reframe the timeline. Nokia believed they had time, but technological change compounds. Small signals accelerate faster than expected. Reframing corrects the illusion of gradual change. It shifts perception from linear movement to exponential movement. Urgency appears once the clock is understood correctly. Reframing corrects strategic blindness. Redefine the competition, invert the risk calculation, correct the timeline. Most collapse begins as a perception error before it becomes a business failure. The tool is reframing. The outcome is perception. This pattern appears constantly in careers. A professional dismisses a new skill because the current system still works, so the signal gets ignored. They calculate the cost of learning, not the cost of irrelevance. Then the market accelerates. What once looked optional becomes foundational. Reframing exposes the risk early, before the industry forces adaptation. The most dangerous moment is often when the current system still appears successful. That is when perception matters most. Nokia did not fail because the future was invisible. They failed because the present was misread. Stability depends on seeing change clearly before it becomes unavoidable.